So this little trick can save you a lot of time, and it's why I always carry a flashlight with me when I'm showing people houses, and it always amazes them when I show it to them. So the problem starts with these repairs. The mesh sheetrock repair, a thin piece of mesh over a hole, and then plastered over, sanded, and then painted over. So here's the trick. I want to mount this little TV screen mount onto the wall. I don't know really where to put it, but one thing for sure is I don't want to put it over one of those repairs because that's a very thin and weak part of the sheetrock. Now let's take this wall for example. I'm not mounting it here, but it's a good example. This wall looks fine, right? Nothing wrong with it, and there isn't anything wrong with it. So turn off the lights, and this is what amazes everybody. Take a flashlight, and you don't want it too bright. You just want it on a middle brightness. And you could see here when you put the flashlight against the wall like that, just flush against the wall, you can see the history of the wall. Like right here, look at that. You can see there was a big square cutout. There was a repair that was made there at one time. So now let's turn the flashlight off and the lights back on so you can see. You don't see anything. Perfect example of how I used this technique a couple of weeks ago with a buyer client. There was no shower head right there. There should be a shower head. So she asked me, was there ever a shower head? I said, I don't know, but did the flashlight trick and there was a hole there. So yes, there could possibly be plumbing behind there. So now let's go to another room and I'll give you an example of a repair like the one I showed you in the picture. So lights off, lights gotta be off. Right there. So there was a hole in that wall at some point and somebody plastered over it. So I would not want to put an anchor there. And it could also be useful when somebody's asking me a question like, did they rewire this house? Was this switch original? When did they, was this switch always there or something like that? Well, look, I could see a path going up the wall. Now my house isn't this nasty, I promise you. It's your house looks like this too, unless you have brand new construction. But you can see a conduit must have been run up through here at some point. They had to go into the wall and make a repair or something. But it's fine. It looks fine. There's nothing wrong with the house. You don't even see it. You would never see it unless you did that. Now this is why you want it not too bright, because if you go too bright, it kind of drowns it out a little bit. So you kind of want it on the dim. I have this is called a Phoenix light. These are good lights. Okay, hope that was helpful.